Hi, this is Callie Bartleson, and this is my Module 5 video for AEP 855. Inclusive leadership. A leadership style which embraces ideas from all members of a group, regardless of race, class, access, gender, and/or equity. The first article I read was called Moving the Dial, Measuring Inclusive Leadership. It was written by Charlie Morrow, and it is found in the Profiles in Diversity Journal. Charlie stated, "Those who are naturally curious and open to experience tend toward a style of inclusive leadership, but anyone can learn to be a more inclusive leader by practicing key behaviors." He's stating that some people are naturally born inclusive leaders, but anyone can develop key components to help them become a leader. From the Inclusive Leadership Assessment Model, there are 11 key behaviors found in inclusive leadership. Everyone contains 2 core behaviors, which are focuses on results and leverages diversity and talent. And they ask to focus on 3 areas. At their core, all inclusive leaders demonstrate focuses on results and leverages diversity and talent. Those were the 2 in the middle of the diagram. The 3 areas of focus include leading self, leading relationships, and leading culture. The other 9 behaviors are found within these 3 elements. Leading self, to minimize bias through candid conversations and courageous actions, and being personally vulnerable and open to learning. Key behaviors include courageous, authentic and open, values perspectives. Leading relationships. Build great relations with others by networking broadly, adapting their style to others, and encouraging others' development. Key behaviors include communicates adaptively, builds and connects relationships, and facilitates development. Leading culture. Build an environment in which everyone feels comfortable contributing their true self. Key behaviors include allows for differences, shares authority, power, and credit, builds a climate of trust and respect. The second article I read is called Inclusive Leadership, Effectively Leading Diverse Teams. It is written by Diana Villamoria from the Weatherhead School of Management. Inclusive leadership is energizing and motivating. Employees feel valued and respected and engaged in achieving. To bring about inclusion, they offer 2 factors. Authentically value and respect all individuals for their talents and contributions, and actively create a high engagement culture by encouraging the input and initiative of all employees. For the number 1 factor to be effective, you must be aware of your own bias and stereotypes. You must allow and recognize diverse expression from your employees. You must hold others accountable for their disrespectful behavior. You must articulate the value of diversity, and you must demonstrate a willingness to learn. For the second element to be important, you must monitor your employees' behaviors, and they must monitor their own behaviors. You need to engender a sense of shared purpose. You should create team conditions, which includes rules and boundaries. And finally, you need to promote team relations. Inclusive leadership in the classroom. Taken from the authors James Coutts and Barry Posner from the Leadership Challenge 5th edition. Leadership is a relationship between those who aspire to lead and those who choose to follow. There are 5 practices. The first is model the way. The second, inspire a shared vision. The third, challenge the process. The fourth, enable others to act. And the 5th, encourage the heart. Model the way. Your behavior earns you respect. How you treat one another will come back to you. You must find your voice, and you must affirm shared values. You need to lead according to the principles that matter most to you, while honoring the diversity of your group and stressing the common values. So you figure out what's important to you, and then you listen to your members of your group, and together you discuss and stress the importance of what you all value together. Inspire a shared vision. Dream of what could be. Imagine the possibilities and find a common purpose. You must focus on the future while finding common ground among those who have to implement the vision. You are not the only one who has to come up with a future plan. That's what your employees will help you do. But you have to work together to figure out how you're going to do it. Challenge the process. Change from the status quo. Seize the initiative. Exercise the outside. You must meet a challenge with change, but you must also anticipate the disruptions and get ahead of the curve. Ask your fellow employees, how can you move forward? What can you do next? How can you beat this obstacle? But you also must prepare for disruptions or other obstacles that may get in your way. Enable others to act. A grand dream requires a team effort. Create a climate of trust. Facilitate relationships. Without trust, you can't get people to believe in you or in each other. To collaborate, people have to rely and depend on one another. If people are going to work together for a shared vision, then they have to rely on one another. They have to know that once they've stopped their job, the next person's going to pick up. Encourage the heart. Genuine acts of caring drive people forward. You must expect the best and personalize recognition. Positive expectations profoundly influence, and personal recognition is more meaningful, meaning you have to give out positive expectations. You must expect your group to do the impossible, to be successful. And then once they've done it, you need to give them personal recognition because it'll be more meaningful to them.